This 2025 Alabama Crimson Tide football team is showing signs of the 2023 Washington Huskey team. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again to talk about my Alabama Crimson Tide. In word on the street, this 2025 Alabama Crimson Tide football team under the tutelage of Coach Kalen Deboer is showing signs of the 2023 Washington Huskey team under Coach Kalen Deboer. The team that Coach Kalen Deboer took to the national championship. Even though they lost that year, they had a great team. That team went undefeated all the way up until the national championship against those Michigan Wolverines. Washington went 14-1 under the tutelage of Coach Kalen Deboer. And it's word on the street, like I said. This Alabama team is showing signs of it. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you want to read this article, you can go to rolltidewire.com. You sure can. But anyway, according to ESPN, Alabama showing signs of Kalen Deboer's 2023 Washington Huskey team. And as I'll say it again, that was a great team. The Alabama Crimson Tide are developing a knack for finding ways to win in Coach Kalen Deboer's second season in Tuscaloosa. And that we done reeled off 7 straight wins. Sure have. And I know we lost the season opener against Florida State. But you got to look at what my Alabama Crimson Tide has done since then and who they done beat. Alabama 7-1 overall, 5-0 in the SEC. Fresh off its 7th consecutive win. Erased the 8-point deficit in the final 2+ minutes to survive an upset bid by them South Carolina Gamecocks in William Bryce Stadium. Yes, we did. We escaped the chicken coop. We did that in epic fashion. I just want y'all to know that. Ty Simpson overcame a shaky start. He wasn't the only one. You're right, but he overcame a shaky start to finish 24-43, 253 yards and 2 touchdowns, including a 4-yard pass to Jeremy Bernard to set up the game tie-in play. His pass to tight end Josh Quavers for the 2-point conversion on a nifty play called by Ryan Grubb. Yes, we did. We was down by 8 points with less than 3 minutes to go. Tied the game up. Well, we scored a touchdown first, got the 2-point conversion, and you know what happened after that. Fumble. Alabama recovers, takes it in for the touchdown. That's all I know. And the rest is history. Simpson threw for 60 yards on Alabama's final 2 drives against South Carolina. Bernard gave the Crimson Tide the lead for good with a 25-yard touchdown run with 34 seconds to play. And we got the haters talking about, oh, they let y'all score. Well, you're damn right they let us score because they wanted to get the ball back with the few seconds that was left so they could try to do something, okay? They didn't want all the time to run off the clock. And then Alabama kick a field goal, and now there's no time on the clock, and they never get the ball back to even have a chance. Now, had it been me, I'd have let them, I would have just made them kick the field goal. If I could stop them, I'd have tried to stop them, make them kick the field goal. Because guess what? Alabama has a shaky kicker. Okay, so I would have just took that chance. But most likely, from the distance we was at, he'd have probably made that kick. Because he's pretty good within 40 yards. Okay, but anyway, it is what it is. It's history now. Alabama got the dub. That's all I know. It's in the history books. But anyway, Alabama's knack for winning close games hasn't gone unnoticed. ESPN's Bill Connelly, author of the network's popular SP Plus rankings, has taken notice. He listed Tide as one of the 4 teams playing like a national champion entering week 10 of the 2025 college football season, and week 10, Alabama has a bye. So we get to watch everybody else stress free. Okay, so, but yeah, Bill Connelly, ESPN, he says Alabama is playing like a national championship team, one of 4 teams. Now, he didn't name the other 3, which I think it could be. One of them could be those Oregon Ducks, the Ohio State Buckeyes. I wonder who the other one can be. He said one of them, my Alabama Crimson Tide. That's all I know. Who ranked number 3? I'm not sure who ranked number 3, but I know we got Ohio State and Oregon and Alabama at number 4. I can't remember who at number 3. I don't give a damn. Long as my Alabama Crimson Tide is up there, that's all I care about, because I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. That's it, baby. But anyway, Connelly believes that Alabama is showing signs of Deboer's 2023 Washington Huskey team that made it to the college football playoff national championship game against Michigan. Connelly explains the 2023 Washington Huskey vibe continues. After winning 4 straight games against ranked opponents, including 3 that had the ball with a chance to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Damn right. Bama seemingly, no, they didn't. They didn't get a break against South Carolina. They talking about they got a break against, Bill Connelly says that Alabama got a break against South Carolina on the pick 6. No, Alabama just made a play. That's all. That's on the receiver. He decided not to catch the ball and deflected the ball right into Deshaun Jones' hands, and he took it in for the touchdown. Come on now. That ain't a lucky break. That fumble. Deontay Lawson, guess what he did? He made a play. That's all it is. This team is making plays when they absolutely have to. Very different from 2024. That's all it is. These teams make a play when it's there to be made. That's all it is. But anyway, it is what it is. You can call it lucky. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But I call it making a play. So, hey, it is what it is. But anyway, that was in the 1st quarter. So, it is what it is. It's in the 1st quarter. You had a whole lot more football to play. The thing about it is South Carolina didn't play to the end, and my Alabama Crimson Tide did. And guess what? We was rewarded for it. That's all I know. But anyway, where Alabama differs from Washington 2 years ago, 2023, however, is the amount of blue chip talent the Crimson Tide have compared to the 2023 Washington Husky team. Deboer's Huskies lost in the 2023 national championship game against those Michigan Wolverines, in which Michigan's was a team that ranked 12 spots higher than them on 247 Sports talent composite rankings. That's a way more talented team that those Washington Huskies went up against in 2023. 12 spots higher, Michigan Wolverines was. But anyway, but as of right now, the only team that ranks higher than Alabama in this year's talent composite rankings is those Bull Mutts of Athens. And I had a Bull Mutt fan that come on my live, go by the name of Tony B, to tell me that Alabama has more talent than those Bull Mutts. I tried to tell him that wasn't the case. All right. And those Bull Mutts are ranked number 1 in talent composite rankings, and Alabama is sitting at number 2. So it is what it is. But anyway, the only team that ranks higher than Alabama in this year's talent composite is the Bull Mutts of Athens, a team that my Alabama Crimson Tide has already taken care of. My Alabama Crimson Tide did something that no other team could do in 33 tries, and my Alabama Crimson Tide did it the very first time, and that was go between the hedges and beat the hell out them Bull Mutts. Now, I know it was only a 3-point win, but those Bull Mutts never led in the game. And those Bull Mutt fans say y'all didn't beat the hell out of us. You only won by 3 points. Well, guess what? Those 3 points was the difference between a W for my Alabama Crimson Tide and an L for those Bull Mutts. Those same 3 points got my Alabama Crimson Tide sitting at 5-0 in the conference, and your Bull Mutts sitting at 4-1 in the conference, with the only loss to my Alabama Crimson Tide. All right, those same 3 points got my Alabama Crimson Tide with a clear path to the SEC championship, and your Bull Mutts needing help from my Alabama Crimson Tide and anybody else waiting on somebody to lose, mainly my Alabama Crimson Tide. Ain't happening. Sorry. So those 3 points meant a lot. So therefore, my Alabama Crimson Tide whooped that ass between the hedges. That's all I know. But anyway, we already beat them. This team knows how to see games out and won't face many matchup disadvantages in a hypothetical college football matchup. That's a pretty scary combination, according to ESPN's Bill Connelly. All right. So yeah. He say this Alabama Crimson Tide resembles or showing signs of the 2023 Washington Huskey team, a team that went all the way to the national championship to face a team that was 12 spots higher than them on the daggone talent composite ranking. But guess what? Only one team is ranked higher than my Alabama Crimson Tide on that talent composite ranking, and that's those Bull Mutts of Athens. And we already took care of them. And if we happen to see them again in the playoff or wherever, we'll take care of their ass again. Just want y'all to know that. I got full confidence in my Alabama Crimson Tide under Coach Kalen Deboer. Surely do. But anyway, and guess what? I got confidence in my Alabama Crimson Tide against anybody. Anybody. I don't care who you are. Ohio State, Oregon. Who else on the daggone list? Indiana. I heard Indiana. I ain't seen it. I ain't read nothing about it. But I'm going to have to look for it. I hear Indiana got signs saying they want Alabama. Or they chanting they want Alabama. My thing is, everybody in 2024, when they was watching Alabama go down to the hands of Vanderbilt, they laughed and they giggled. Go down to the hands of those Tennessee Volunteers or Hound Dogs, whatever you want to call them. Go down to those Oklahoma Sooners. Go down to those Michigan Wolverines. You know they was laughing and giggling, saying Alabama is dead. Alabama as we know it is gone, But now they got or chanting, we want Bama. Now everybody can't wait to rush the field after beating my Alabama Crimson Tide. Those South Carolina chickens thought they was going to rush the field in the chicken coop. But my Alabama Crimson Tide turned their ass around and sent them right out the damn door. Sent them right out the door to their daggone vehicles, sad and mad and wondering what the hell happened. So hey, it is what it is, baby. My Alabama Crimson Tide team is laser focused, determined to prove everybody wrong, to win the SEC championship game and the national championship. But guess what? They determined to do that, all right? But guess what? Next game is the focus, and the next game is those LSU Tigers, kitty littles. Yeah, that's what they is. So we'll see what happens there. They got to come in the Bryant-Denny Stadium, Nick Saban Field, and get that ass toe off, just like everybody else that come in there. So it is what it is. Y'all let me know what you think. What ESPN's Bill Connelly said about Alabama, showing signs of the 2023 Washington Huskey team just with more talent. All right, so y'all let me know what y'all think. I know a lot of you haters gonna have some negative shit to say, but hey, it is what it is. Like I always say, the best got the most haters. Now y'all be blessed, and remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, baby, and roll damn Tide.